This fucking guy. He's just ramming that bitch. What's going on, guys? Kevin from Full Send Diesel here. Sorry we haven't uploaded in a while. We have been extremely busy between builds and all kinds of stuff. And if you haven't noticed, we have moved into a new shop. No, this was not planned. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I just saw this pop up and a pretty good deal on a powder coating setup. So I kind of hopped on both. And yeah, so I'm going to give you guys a quick tour of the shop. Quick little update about what's going on in the shop, what we have going on between builds and other things. It's going to be just a quick little video kind of giving you guys like a quick update on everything that you guys missed. So without further ado, guys, we're going to get to it. And yeah. All right, guys, so this is the shop on the outside. It's not too fancy or anything. We got Haley's 5th gen, another customer's 4th gen, my stepbrother's 3rd gen. That is a TDI Golf I just got, and then there is my Ford. So we're just going to give you guys a quick walk around, show you guys what we have going on in here. This is the main front office area. This is where Haley works and basically takes care of all the orders, customer service, emails, and all that good stuff. So then we go back here and bathroom and over here. This is my office / desk, and then in here is basically where we assemble all the AN hoses. So we have all the fittings and such that you would need, and stickers and stuff to go out with orders, you know, boxes and regular stuff. So that's about it. I don't spend too much time in here, unfortunately. I have to stay out here in the heat, but there's more just fittings that we have here stocked up. We go through a lot of AN fittings, if you guys don't know. So otherwise, this is my whole fab area. So we have the tube bender, bandsaw, belt sander, drill press, you know, all that stuff. The welding area over here, nothing's really changed there. It's Everlast 255 EXT. Got that a couple weeks ago. I did just order a MIG, so that will be here this week. We are kind of separate from Full Send Diesel, but we launched FSD Motorsports, which is basically all side-by-side stuff. So I have mine there. Everything's torn apart, designing some parts for it. That's my dad's, which is a 64-inch, so it's a little bit narrower than mine, which is 72. So I'm designing all that. So like boxed A-arms and stuff. And then this is a 2022 Pro XP that I have in to do a full roll cage on with a roof and all that stuff. Over here you can see this is all the stuff we gotta design for the side-by-side stuff, rear trailing arms. We're gonna do billet radius rods and boxed chromoly front A-arms, all that. But anyway, I don't want to bore you guys too much with the side-by-side stuff, but if you guys do like side-by-sides, check out fsdmotorsports.com or follow us on Instagram. We're gonna have some badass side-by-side products. So up there is more products. That's all like our AN hoses and, you know, all of our products that we have stocked up there. So that's that. We have the toolboxes and stuff set up over here. You go down the line, air compressor, another air compressor. They're all tied into this tube in here, shop air. So that's really nice. We have FSD4 sitting here, a little dusty. Got all the parts laid out here. I just got to head down to Kentucky in the next 2 weeks-ish and pick up the motor for it from Kingspeed. And then right before we did this move that was not planned, I was halfway through building the 48 for this thing. So we have all that, 37 spline input, billet, or not billet, marriaging, intermediate, billet oversized output, billet direct drum, all the goodies. So that's there. I got to finish up that. And we'll go over here to this we did not have in the last shop at all. So we now have a good sandblaster, a 6 foot by 6 foot by 8 foot deep oven. I just built that rack for it the other day so I can do roll cages and whatnot. And then here we have the spray booth where you can spray the powder and all that good stuff. I still have to do a couple things and finish up the duct work, but some parts for Gabe's truck that are on their first stage of powder coat didn't finish those up. And then we have some other neat little goodies here that I'm not gonna tell you where all this stuff's gonna go, but you'll see it soon enough. And then we move on to what you guys probably actually want to see, and that is Gabe's truck. We have just a bunch of random goodies. This has to go on his front drive shaft, basically converts it over to this flange instead of splines. This is the tone ring that's going to clamp onto his drive shaft. I was able to get this powder coated yesterday, so that looks good. I'm going to get that on. All the factory junk is off, as you can see. Still got a little bit more stuff to pull out, like that battery and the coolant tank and a whole bunch of random stuff. But we have her stripped down for the most part. Just still got to pull the rocker box and valve cover and all that off to do head studs and powder coat the rocker box. So that is that. I'm not sure where I left off on my last video update of this, but this truck did drive on the trailer and it drove into this shop right where it's sitting before we tore that all apart. The electrical is still a ways out yet, but we have gotten to the point where we can start it and drive it. It's a little bit inconsistent and stuff, but yeah, we're getting there. So working to get the shift boot made. That is going to match all the tan leather in this interior. We have the color code for that. This shifter setup, honestly, I don't know if you guys even saw this in the other video. I'm not 100% sure, but I really have no idea where I left off. But this shifter setup here, I'm probably going to get rid of it. I'm not able to run the linkage straight out to the shifter because the AC is here, so I had to put a bend in that, and because there's a bend in it, it just doesn't go into gear for shit. So what I'm gonna do is at some point very soon, I'm gonna have to rework this whole thing because the throw is very short, very, very short, like first, second, fifth. Like the throw is very short, but the problem is it's a bit hard to get into gear. No one wants to sit there and have it be a pain in the ass to get into gear. So anyway, I might scratch that idea completely and bend my own tube shifter. I'm not 110% sure. I don't want to have to cut into the tube that feeds AC in the back. I really just want to try to leave that as intact as possible and not modify that. So that's why I might do that. I'm not 100% sure yet, but the biggest thing that I'm working on now is getting this tone ring mounted up in the rear, which will take me 2 seconds. And then I basically have to design some sort of mount to come off the axle up and then basically hold a wheel speed sensor above that tone ring that'll get mounted right there on the drive shaft. So that's kind of what I'm going to work on in the next couple days, designing that up. The rest, otherwise, you know, the rear drive shaft's in. That's the new drive shaft cross member. We got to pull that out and get that thing powder coated, starting to get some surface rust on it. But otherwise, like, everything's pretty much in. This trans is not coming back out. It's in there for good. It's really just the electrical, which is going to take a bunch more revisions getting this thing perfect. The engine bay stuff we should have done very soon. That's not anything too critical. And then the shifter I got to rework, and then we got to design the top plate. But when I go down to Kentucky to get the motor for this, I'm probably going to bring the console, and then we're going to go over there and try to design the top plate for that console, and then get it machined out. And yeah, but otherwise, guys, there's just like a little kind of finished apartment-ish thing up there. I just have some like random junk stuck up in there for storage. We got the Supermoto Freaking thing's amazing. But anyway, guys, that's kind of where we've been the past couple weeks. Sorry I haven't, been able to get an update up. We've been just trying to get Gabe's truck done, trying to get stuff done on this, trying to get stuff done on that, and then this whole move just in the middle of all of this. We've been very, very busy. I don't think I've been messing around too much lately in the shop. It's been pretty much, me, Haley, Ryan. We've had some part-time guys even helping lately, which we're going to be hiring another full-time person probably in the next couple months here to help with all this expansion and work that we're doing. This isn't a shop that I want to have for the rest of my life, but I have a lease on it for the next year at least, and I do plan to hopefully buy a house the next year or two. So we'll pretty much see how it goes. I might be here for a year, might be here for 2 years. It all depends on if I'm going to end up buying a house with property and then can find a shop in some sort of situation for that. So anyway, guys, without further ado, I'm going to get back to work here. It's freaking Sunday. I'm here, got a bunch of shit to do. So I'm probably going to start getting that thing designed back there. But just wanted to give you guys a quick little update about everything, what's going on. So hope you enjoyed the video, and we will catch you guys in the next one.